Okay, so welcome to everybody who's joined this session. So what we're going to do right now is have a look and do some mapping in Kigoma, in Kasulu ward. So Shabani, can you show us how to get to Makere village on ID first?
Okay. So I have to go back to ID editor. I mean,
yes, we're not using, let's just go to ID editor. So if you go to OpenStreetMap and search for Makere, just show us about the mapping that's already there and how we can add roads and buildings.
Okay. Yeah, so first of all, here we have the platform called OpenStreetMap, and this platform is a help us to add some features which are found in different areas, and we can add the roads. Also, we can add the building and other features. So it is one of the platforms that you can use remotely. If you can be, maybe you can be in Kigoma, but you will be able to map features around the Mwanza. So it can be operating anywhere because it is a remote platform. So first of all,
sorry, Shabani, can you search for Makere?
Yeah, so first of all, you have to go to search. You have to write openstreetmap.org in order to get your location. And then in search box here, you have to search your area, which is in Makere. Then you have to hit go. And at your left side here, you can see Makere, which is found in Kasulu, Kigoma region. Yeah, so this is the area that we need to go to do some mapping. So you have to select, and it will position you with the area. So this is the area that we need to go to start mapping. So after finding that this is your area, now you have to make sure we are going to do mapping, and what are we going to do is to hit in this tool here. You have to click into the store here, and we have to choose edit with the ID browser because we have different editors. So today we start with the ID editor, and you have to hit edit with the ID editor, and the editor will open up. The editor will open up. So this is our area, which is the Makere, and as you can see, you see a lot of buildings are not mapped. So for the help of this platform, it will help us to add the features which are not already mapped, like a building and road. So by using this remote platform, we will just being able to trace the road, but also to map the building. So why we have different tools of data operation, but this is the one of the data operation because we do remotely, and here we can just maybe trace the road, trace the river, drawing the water bodies and others, and this building. So here we can contribute by adding, maybe let's say I will show you how to add the building, but also how to add the roads in this platform. So as you can see, this is a satellite image, and if you need to see clearly, you can change the satellite image. If this satellite image is not working properly for you, so you can change. So how you can change? You have to go here to the background setting, and when you hit it, you will get a list of satellite images, which maybe will be good for your area. So now we are using Bing aerial imaging, but when we change to A3 world image, you can see the image will change. But also when we come up to Maxa Premium image, also the image will change, as you can see. So we try to do this because we find the image which will working nice to this area. So in that area, I mean, Maxa Premium, it can work nice, as you can see. So this is how you can find the imagery. And now I'm going to show you how to map the building and the load feature. So let's start with the building. Yeah, in GIS we have three main type of data, which will include point, line, and area. So for the building, most we use area, but the line always using for the linear features like the load and the lever. So for the building here, we will just create the area, as you can see, and then you have to identify the angles of the building and starting mapping. So after, you have to make sure that your building, your drawings have been in square, have been squared. So you have to click and go to the square, then the building will be squared. And then this is not the building, because when you click the feature, when you click the drawing, you don't see any details about that drawing. So we have to add some attribute data to this drawing, and to identify that is a building. So how can we do that? You have to click your drawing, and then you have to go to the feature type, and you have to choose building. So the feature, the drawing now, when you click, it's having the details, and it's identified now as a building. Yes. So this is how you can add building by using ID editor. And then we have the load here, which I've mapped it. Also, we can use this linear feature. We have to click line and have to trace the road. You have to trace the road. Maybe let's say let's end in here. Yeah. The same as we did to the building while we map building. So here, when you click these features, it doesn't have any details or attribute data. So what can we do now? We have to click the features and add the tag, or we call it some attribute information to the road. So this is because we don't know which kind of road. Maybe mostly we use unclassified load. So you can see unclassified load, and now your load having the attribute information. So when we search for the load, which is unclassified, founding in Makeri, this road also will be available. But we can go and join the road. We have another road here. Yeah. So this is how we can use ID Editor to map some features like logi and the building. So after you do mapping, the next step is to upload your data to the OpenStreetMap. So, for example, you see this building have already uploaded before. So if we need also to make our features we add to be appearing in OpenStreetMap, you have to go and save or upload it. So you have to upload it. So maybe here you can add some tags. How to add some tag, maybe cloud to map. And then you can put this. I would like someone to review my editor, and then you have to upload your data. So once you're uploading your data, in the save button here, you can see now there is not any editing. All editing that you made is have already uploaded it to the OpenStreetMap. So this data will going to be visible to the OpenStreetMap. So up to there, if there is a question on how we can use these features, we can ask before proceeding. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Shabani.
Yeah.
I was following how you are doing here on the mapping. I can see. So it's better to use the computer rather than this smartphone. So by using smartphone, you cannot see some features.
Yeah, of course. This platform most working good for laptop. You can't do mapping with the smartphone. Maybe smartphone, we have another platform, but it is not ID editor. So for the ID editor, Joseph, you just need to use a laptop. It is not a smartphone. So it will be very difficult for you to map with smartphone.
Okay, thank you. So by using this organic map, this application found in the smartphones.
Okay.
So someone can add these features, all features we have done here.
Okay, yeah, we have. I said before that we have 3 types of data which we can add in ID editor, but in organic map we just only add the point features, because there is a point, line, and area. But in the organic map we just add the point features. So you just need to add the school. You can add the maybe hotel, but you could not be able to draw in the line. I mean to draw in the road by using organic map.
Okay, thank you.
But I think we can work together, Vicent, to do Makeri.
Yeah, we are together, but I can, as you can see what has said Mr. Shabani, by using this my smartphone, I can add only points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shabani, can you show some of the points that have been added in Makeri? Because I saw there are some there. Oh yeah, okay, there's one.
So here, as you can see, that we have a Makeri, and this picture is the village, and this one is the fresh Paulo milling machine. This is a race park. So this is the one of the point. This point you can add by using organic map, because organic map mostly used in a field area, because you move and you are familiar in that area. So you can use the organic map. But also, because we have a lot of tools, also we can trace the load by using ODK. So if we get another tutorial training, we can teach you how to trace the load in your area. So for this session today, we just need to do remote mapping only. I think everything clear.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So Shabani, maybe you could just mention briefly about how creating a village level map from this data later. Could you just talk a little bit about that?
Okay, to create it?
Using QGIS.
Using the QGIS. To create a village map.
Yeah, or a ward map.
A ward map, okay. So let me share my screen using QGIS. Yeah, first of all, you have to install the QGIS software in your computer, and you need to have maybe the boundary of your area. If you don't have the boundary, you have to download, because now the boundary is open. You have to go either to here in Tanzania. Mostly we use which we call the NEBS shapefile. So here you could be able to find the boundary of your area for 2011. Yeah, for 2011 you can go and find the district. So we have level 1, level 2. So if for the word, you can go and download the shapefile. And then first, you have to go to your QGIS, and you have to import, to add your data by using the QGIS. So you have to, because shapefiles, they are in a vector format. So you have to create to the Open Data Source Manager, as you can see here, and then you have to click vector. Then you have to find our shapefile, and because we're dealing with the word, we deal with the word. We have to create word file, and then have to add. So this is the data. And then it will appear. Yeah. So now we are going to find the area. I mean the word, the name of the word. You said the name of the word. What's the name of the word?
Makere.
Makere. So we have to find Makere. We go to the selection tools. We have to find Makere. What name? It should be equal to Makere. Makere. Oh, it is a village what?
So what?
What? I mean that maybe we can find the maybe it is a new one, because this data is for 2011, 2012. So we could not find the boundary of Makere. Maybe
Just to find the Lucesa word.
Lucesa. Okay. So I have to go to the selection commands. Word name should be
Rusesa.
Ara.
ARA. SA.
Yeah, this one. So when you select, you can see this is a processor. So have to select the feature, have to save our feature here. And then this is the area that we will concentrate in doing some mapping, in creating map. Yeah. So now what we are going to do, we have to make sure we have the data, and the data which should be included here. Maybe we can download map building which found in this area. So we have to use some of the plugin in QGIS. And this plugin we call Quick OSM. Quick OSM, you can download it through plugins. You have to go to the plugins, manage and install. And then you have to search for Quick OSM. Then you have to put a tick and install. So because I've already installed, we are going to use. Then what you are going, now you have to click to the Quick OSM and how to click on Quick OSM, and then how to find the building found in the area or load. Maybe let's say that we need to map all roads, or we need to access all roads found in the area. So we have to search highway. P will be a highway. Val will be maybe we can say unclassified. Then have to run the query, but we need to convert distance. Then you have to run the query. This is the option that it will help us to get the information from the OpenStreetMap. So I will show this one, but also we have another tools which will help us to have data from OSM. So after you run the query, and this is the kind of data that here. Okay. Let's run the command again to add more features that we required. So we have to write the highway. And kind of a highway is unclassified. But also you can add another feature. Maybe if there is a hospital, you can just find a hospital or clinic.
Add a dispensary, not a hospital.
Dispensary.
Dispensary or health center.
Yeah, we use healthcare. So there is a dispensary, there is a hospital. Let's say you have to put this sign, which kind of healthcare found in the area will be available, and then a layer extent, which is a processor, and then we can run the query. To take a little bit because maybe the area is the data is heavy. So this is one of the tools that we can use to access data from the OpenStreetMap. So if you have been mapping your data, you contribute to map load in the building, and then you are asking yourself that how could you get the data? So this is one of the options that you can use to access the data. So as you can see here, this you see, you can see that we have a lot of data in that area. So it's the data. Another places that we can access this data. Maybe let's see. Okay. So as you can see, we have load and we have maybe this, some features point in the hospital. Yeah. So let's say that we need to create the map of this area. What you are going to do is minimizing the data, and then we can add the label. We can add the label. We need to add some features. Name should be maybe okay. I need to know the name. There's a lot of data which is coming, but it's not in Excel. Yeah. So this is one of the features that you can use to access OpenStreetMap data. But also we have another tool which is called the hot export tools. You can just search in Google, and then you have to select maybe how to click, and then what you need to you need to have OpenStreetMap account in order to access this platform also. So you have to start exporting. First of all, you have to write the name of your project, which is the requester. And then in the description here, you can add your description, and you have to choose where we need to download the data, which is we said it is the processor. So let me find the processor. Yeah, so as you can see the processor Kasulu district here. So this is the boundary of the processor district here. I mean in Kasulu district. I think it will be a lot of data, but we will minimize, and you have to go to the format. Maybe let's choose the shapefile, and you have to click next, and then which kind of data you need. Maybe healthcare, but also transportation, which is including road. If there is a railway, parking, yeah. Building, it's really, maybe let it try for this kind of features. I mean, healthcare and the transportation, which including road and the railway. So this is the platform which will help you to get the OpenStreetMap data that you have contributed before. So for the area, which is the requester, see the kind, and then what you need to do is to click next. and then have to create the export, and the line will be the query will be running. So we have to wait a little bit. And the data shapefile will be created here. Processor shapefile. So I have to download. It. So now you have to go to the QGIS and click on adding data source manager, and then vector. You have to select the processor, that is file that we have to download, and then you have to open, add. So the data will be added here. So we have a lot of data we can minimize by removing them. To remove it, then adding again. So as you can see, we find the area called the processor, and we have the shapefile of the boundary of the processor. We have to find the processor. So as you can see here, we have a processor. Let's put here, and we have our road network, that area. And we have this called quantity. Let's finding the label, doing a label to see for the name of the feature. Okay. So when you apply, you can see at processor we have Upendo, Faraja Farmers, there's a dispensary, Hema, Molina, and so much. So by using this, either we can create a map which including only the health facilities found at the processor. So what you're going to do, maybe let him imagine, let him removing the line, and we can remain with our health facilities. And here you can go and do some properties in your shapefile. You can go to the symbology, and maybe we need to remove the filling color, and only we can leave this border color. Apply. So this is an area or map today. So simply what you are going to do now, we are going to produce the map according to to health facilities found maybe at the research. So you have to go to new print layout and how to name the map, the kind of map of area, research the map maybe, and how to click OK. So this is the area that we are going to produce our map, and our map will be, we have to add the map here. As you can see, so this is a simple map produced today. And then we can add some, what we call this legend or key here. So you just click the key here, legend, and then add. But in the map, we have to include the issues for the scale. If I forgot, you also can remind me. Another one we include in the map is there a water body around the receptor?
Yes, there is a lot of them.
But I mean that we don't have the statistic on them on this page, yeah. So our map, which is only showing health facility, so you can edit it. We have health facility. And this is the boundary. That's the boundary. And then we add the scale, but you have to add this nose direction. So you can add, but also if you have a title, if you need to add the title of your map here, you can add, which you can call the health facility. And you can customize the title. You can call the area format or area. And the font size. This should be centered. Yeah, but also you can add some frame, the map. See, so this is a simple map for health facility. So now after you have been, after you creating the map, you can export the map either in PDF or in picture, you wish, and you can create any kind of map. This is a demonstration for demonstration, but you can create any kind of map by using QGIS. But also you can change the symbology maybe for okay. Let change the symbol of the health facility. We can find them here or symbol. Let's say this one, and we can do some size shelter. Okay. So you can change a style, but also you can add some base map in your map also by using the one of the features, which is the quick OSM, and this quick OSM will give you some images and the base map, access to base map. So you have to find the OSM base map maybe to the humanitarian. When you put let's find another OSM layer, which is OSM Tanzania. Yes. So when you come back to your map, now you can see map with the background is changing to the OSM, as you can see. So up there, maybe if there's a question, you can ask me, because I do a lot of steps. Hello, welcome. For any question, any suggestion?
Myself, I have not any question, but maybe request.
Okay.
Can I have some tutorial maybe which I can pass through to add knowledge actually, so you cannot master these issues actually for this. Yeah.
Yeah, of course we have a group, and we have Erika Sunga here, but also we have Janet. We have our OSM group in Tanzania, and always we try to provide some some training and tutorial. So okay. You have to talk with Janet, but also I will connect you to those groups.
I'm in that group, OSM group in Tanzania. I'm in that group.
Okay.
But what I was saying, particularly in this issue, from the time of beginning, the way you portray this, like this recessor map. So I'm asking this tutorial for someone who has time, maybe can certainly really sort of grasp the concept.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
just a request.
Yes,
yeah,
I think, Vicent, I think it would be a good idea we could organize another session, maybe specifically for PlantVillage, because I think it would be a very good idea to have maps of each ward in Kasulu district, showing where the village offices are, showing where the relevant points are, maybe showing where the seed suppliers are, that sort of thing. So we can definitely set up more tutorials.
Yes, that's what I was requesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think what we'll do is organize so that you can have access to a laptop so that you can start doing some of this. And then we can all set up more tutorials to help. So Harry does very many tutorials every week. And so we can do one specifically on whatever you want to do. Harry, do you want to add anything?
Okay. Hello. Actually, yes, we can really prepare the session regarding on the request of the participants. If you're really interested in learning how to make maps by using QGIS and other stuff, really we can prepare that. But we always take first, when you're training somebody, you always take the simple steps. You're trying to build capacity on those stuff that will be very, very easy, but we are going to the easy one, going to the advanced one. I think we will reach to the session where we can have these QGIS and the other, tools training. So no worry, Vicent, you are in the right path.
But I think it's
Okay,
important.
thank you.
Sorry, it's important to make sure that the relevant information is in OpenStreetMap before going into QGIS, really, because it's only going to take the information that's there. So it would be a better map if the roads and the buildings and so on are added into OpenStreetMap first, and any other relevant information.
Yes, you are very true, but you cannot really wait for all the information to be there so that people can learn how to make a simple maps.
Yeah.
I think, so for if people are really interested in that, we can check for the area that some of the data, like one of the projects that we did here, maybe there's some of the head data available. We can try to do that for the demonstration, and they can try to really manipulate it to their other formats of map that they want to make. And then with the data availability, they can be able to make more map with those informations. So
yes, that is also true. But obviously the map will be better the more information that is in OpenStreetMap. And I think so if we're talking about PlantVillage specifically, it seems that for Macquarie, there's a lot of data that is missing, for example, the roads. So it would make a better map if we can find some people to add that data from satellite images first, and make sure, for example, at least all of the village offices are mapped, because otherwise that will be missing. I mean, and also if you look at this, I mean, so you can see that there are I mean, there are some things that perhaps, you would want to include, because the focus here would not be on health centres, I don't think. It would be on things around agricultural inputs. So you need to make sure that they're marked, that they're already added.
Yeah, the question is, do the people from the Dream Team know how to add those information?
Well, I think at
Yeah,
least
we
some
know
of them
how to add this, as Shaban was just trying to explain. Use this organic map application. You are just adding points, referring to Shabani explanation. So we are covenant with adding points, and then not others. Just linear data or area data. We are not on that point to add those.
Yeah. But sorry, how many of the Dream Team do you think would be interested in learning some of this?
Yeah, good question.
Okay, I will ask them so and I'll be back to you.
Okay.
So I cannot answer for them now.
No, fair enough.
You know, and the good thing about the dream team, since they're mostly moving around the village, and there is a very big chance of them be able to collect a lot of information. So we can even try to design some of like an ODK form for them to be able to collect information, because an organic form is just give them the limitation of collecting information, you know. But if we could have like a form that they can collect the information as many as they can with more details on the information, that could be better. They can benefit a lot from those information that they're collecting. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we should talk to the dream team more generally, because I know that they're using ODK already for some things. So it may be possible that some of that can be used. Vicent, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I know a little bit about the ODK, like a mapping area, maybe like a farm, water source.
Okay.
Just like this organic map, it works like that.
Exactly, but for your work with Dream Team, are you using any forms like that already?
Since we begin this work, we didn't use the ODK for collecting data, rather than a seminar only.
Okay.
We used it in seminar. That's a training.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I think
yeah, I think after Vincent spoke with the team there on the ground, and we will know the number of the people who are really interested in doing that. And I think we can try to, you know, do some training for UK, and then we can create the form based on the features that we want to map, and creating the map on the ground. And then we can share with them, and they can start collecting the data. So we can expect a lot of answer from Vincent after he speaks with his team there. And yes, then we can figure out what the way forward.
Yes, absolutely. And also perhaps we can set up a task on the tasking manager to add the roads and buildings in the areas that we want to map.
Yes, very good point, actually, yes.
Okay, I'll do that as well. So then it's not down to the dream team to add all of the base data around roads and buildings. We can do that for you, but then you can concentrate on adding local knowledge.
Yep.
So a question for you, Vicent, is to think about the data that you really want, the important things that should be on the map. So I'm thinking it should be village offices, seed suppliers, but what else?
Farms, farmers farm, or there's farming areas.
Well, farming areas, I don't think you would put in individual farms on, probably, because they would, no, I don't know.
No, I'm just thinking, I think
street roads.
No. I think when they are going to the field, when they are reaching to some of the farm, I think they're collecting the data of the farm direct to the PlantVillage team. So I'm not very sure if we can extract all the data from the, the kind of farm and other sources from the, from the PlantVillage. I'm not very sure, but if that is very necessary, we can get the information about the farm, since they always get the location of the farmers,
Yes. Okay. Well, we'll have a discussion with PlantVillage about that. But in the meantime, we can certainly start adding the roads and buildings and so on, because that's going to be useful, whatever. For your side, Vicent, if you can add all of the, the local features that are important, such as village offices,
ward offices, churches, dispensaries.
Yeah, all of that.
Water sources.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Okay, any other comments or questions on that?
No, myself, there's no comment. Just to say thank you for this section.
You're very welcome. So I don't know if Bonaventure or Maya want to say anything.
To be honest, the connection was very bad and I couldn't literally hear anything because the connection was cutting. So
Oh dear.
I was
Sorry.
literally just like watching the screen, what is going on.
Okay.
So,
Well, I will share the recording with you if you want to watch it.
yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bonaventure, do you want to add anything?
Okay. Nothing, but rather than saying thank you, on my side, I can't get something, but as my fellow, the connection was a problem, so I didn't get all the session.
Okay, well, I will send.
But all in all, thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, I will send you the recording. So thank you very much, Shabani, Harry, and Vicent. I think that was very useful, and I think we can do a lot from here. It's a very good starting point.